Now I am curious to know, whenever you guys go on an end raid, what is your strategy? What exactly do you... Hello, creeper. What exactly do you do? Me, myself, I am... Right now, I'm bringing just what you see on me. I'm bringing all of this stuff, and I'm bringing these two shulker boxes. One of them is my rocket box full of fireworks, and one of them is this newly prepared end box that I've got full of all of these random odds and ends that I feel like I may or may not need. I'm not sure. So, I don't know. I am curious. Let me know of what you guys tend to do if you're about to go on an end raid. And hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft video brought to you by Rob's Mind. Today we are doing episode 29 of the Let's Play series, and guys, we're starting out going to the end. Alright, it feels good to be finally back in the overworld. I spent some time in the end, as you guys know. Then I spent a ton of time in the nether getting quartz blocks and smelting up quartz blocks. And guys, did we get a bunch? Yes, we did. I don't think it's going to be enough to tackle the massive project that we've got planned for today, but... Look at this. This is all smooth quartz, too. So I smelted it all, which obviously it's no big chore for that super smelter that we built. Then we've got a full box of slabs as well, full box of stairs. Oh, amazing. Then I got some stone, some grass and glass. Perfect. I'm going to dye that gray, so we've got our wither roses over here that we collected last episode. Not going to even use... Not even very many of them, because this build I've got in mind uses a lot of glass panes, not very many glass blocks. But yeah, first things first, guys, we need a suitable location to build this thing, and I think I have decided... Ooh, boy. Hand slipped on the mouse for a second. I think I have decided that this is the area that I want to build it in. If I have to downsize the nether portal or kind of move it over to a different... can't move it to a different location, of course, because I've got plans on where this nether portal is going in the nether. But, you know, we could integrate it into the build or under the build somehow. We'll see. You guys will see what I mean in a little bit. This is the mountain that I want to actually build it on. I'm going to need to clear out some terrain on both sides over here. And the reason that I want to build it over here is, number one, we're building a library of sorts. This was suggested to me pretty recently down in the comments section. Yeah, we're gonna start cracking on it today. Found a cool design for a library that I like, and it happens to be a real life build, so that's always a good thing, you know. Assuming that we can pull it off. But anyways, let's go ahead and set up a beacon, clear out some space, and then we'll have some room to set up our stuff. And I just set up this beacon. Almost started taking out a whole bunch of land, and I realized I didn't even show you guys how many shulker shells that we were able to get from that end raid. So, I will admit that I did use quite a lot of them, like over a stack of the shulker shells, but we had almost 5 stacks of shulker shells. We had like 4 stacks and then 40. I don't think I ended up recording any of that to actually prove it, but I really did have that many. I grinded it out in the end for quite a while. We hit lots of end cities, and whew, I got tired. I think I was really only keeping the diamonds, the shulker shells, and The elytras. Yeah, that was literally it. I passed up like dozens of diamond tools, and if you guys noticed, I was actually putting an X on top of the buildings to keep track of which ones that I had done and not, because now I'm starting to realize that I've raided a decent amount of the end, that I'm hitting the same end cities sometimes. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you guys like to do. But other than that, I'm gonna get mining. Alright, so we've got that all cleared out and laid out. More importantly, I've got everything all measured and centered on there how I like it, the base of it anyways. And guys, this build is going to get pretty crazy pretty fast. I wish I could do a third-person time-lapse, but unfortunately, I'm having issues where I'm currently stuck in the beta. So that is terrible. Wish there was something I could do about that, but unfortunately, that's how it is. And my Xbox One, I don't know, it just can't happen to connect to the same world anymore. So I don't know. I'm gonna kind of give up, and I think the production of content is a little bit more important, anyways. Even though I do like the third-person time lapses just a bit better. And clearing back these two mountains, guys, was ridiculous. Oh my gosh, it was so much more work than I thought it was going to be. It took me like over 2 hours to clear out that land, which is a little bit crazy, but I mean, looking back at it, I see that the volume of blocks is kind of nuts. Tried to make it look a little more natural. I realized looking back at it that it looks nowhere near natural. But yeah, some terraforming will obviously have to be done around here. My nether portal, I'll have to relocate it somewhere. We'll figure all of this stuff out in due time, guys. So for now, I am going to get cracking on building this library. You know, I did so much of that project without even realizing that I didn't even tell you guys in one of the previous clips the reason for why I built this library way off in the distance over there rather than over here by the rest of our builds. And that is simply because I am going to be putting all of my librarians in my library, obviously. Yeah, and if I put the librarians in the library and have it close to the iron farm, we gonna get some issues, and I don't want to deal with those issues. So we are gonna build it far, far away. Right now, I currently have my villagers right over here in this area, which is the far side of the iron farm inside of my storage room building. This room is okay, but I've had some redesign thoughts, and I want to have some renovations in here eventually. Still do plan on using this and making it my storage room. just kind of am disappointed with how slow this system is. So I'm going to have to reconfigure that at some point. But coming out of that storage room, guys, we have got this here. This is the massive library that I have been constructing. And it is actually modeled after the Geisel library. So right now I'm going to fly you to a couple of different angles. Let's see, over here. Hopefully I'll have these pictures up and stuff like that. You can see that we've got this angle. We got the shape going on with the Geisel. Pretty cool. It's actually it's a library out in San Diego, California, and it is pretty cool, guys. I've never been there personally, but just seeing the architecture and the blueprints and stuff like that on Google Images was really cool because it gave me a lot of inspiration for this build. Right here, we are going to be making the center. It's like a tower piece that goes up and connects to the bottom of the first floor, and then we'll be having these rafters through the bottom of each layer. For now, as you can see, this roof is not done. I am going to layer it one more time with this gray terracotta. Believe it or not, that is this block, even though it is very brown indeed. But yeah, I did try out gray concrete here, and it was cool. It was cool. Kind of futuristic, kind of neat, which I know we're kind of going for the futuristic theme here, but at the same time, guys, I've been thinking, and I really kind of want all of my buildings to have a lot of character. And I just thought that this gray terracotta, this brownish color, kind of suited the library theme a lot more than the cyan terracotta or the gray concrete would have. And to be quite honest, my cactus farm also got deleted whenever I updated to 1.16, so I am not at all wanting to wait until I build a cactus farm to roof this thing. And that is the roof of the library all completed, for now at least. We may add some more details later. In real life, this building has like a little maintenance shack on top of it, if you will. It's kind of weird. I'll try to put a picture in there if I remember whenever I'm editing this video. But yeah, for now I just put a glass floor for like a skylight. This does not have it in the real build. And yeah, in case you were wondering, this is the Geisel Library is actually named after Theodore Seuss Geisel, which actually his American pronunciation of the name got more popular with Seuss, and he became Dr. Seuss, obviously. Yeah, this is pretty cool. My kids really want me to build a like a Dr. Seuss-inspired room, and I think I'm going to do it at some point, you know, like a Cat in the Hat room maybe, or something like that. I think it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, for now, we're going to work on the technical parts of this build after I get the exterior all done. So plenty to do before we get on to that. There's lots of interior decoration and all that. But for now, guys, I need to go down into my underground mine over that way and get as much andesite as I can manage to find. Alright, so I did manage to get a few stacks of andesite, as you can see there. But also, guys, you may notice that a bunch of these lights are lit, and that light up there isn't running, that ring of redstone lamps. Which, if that ring of redstone lamps is not running, then we are not currently getting any items in the system. So why are these lights on? Well, it's actually because in here we are totally full to the brim of all of these items, and you know what? I think that that is enough. Enough is enough. I am tired of getting all of these items. I'm tired of wasting my shulker boxes on them. Look at that. We're even full of string. I've been crafting my glowstone, and look at that. We've got over a full double chest of glowstone. So yeah, I have pretty much let these guys stop running, and if we turn this on, you will see in just a moment that when we turn on the system and everything comes over here, you can see that we are getting all of these items actually dispensed out into this area here. Now, I have noticed that no matter how fast this dropper is firing, when the system activates, it usually only lets one item through, like one junk item. Maybe sometimes it lets a couple of items through. This gravel was literally just put in whenever it triggered just now. So yeah, that is actually a great system for me, as a matter of fact, because that means that 99.9% of our items that we are considering junk items are actually getting destroyed and not trying to be saved or breaking our system or just backing up our droppers here. That would be no good. So instead, I'm glad that we set up this little automatic trash can system. And by the way, man, does it work beautifully. We have got over 3 chests of hose. But I did have to come here in order to grab some more quartz, so let's see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of quartz. So we'll just grab some of this up and craft it into blocks, and we're going to have to smelt it and bring it back. Alright, so I've used all of that quartz to construct this monstrosity, and this is a pillar that actually is at the Geisel Library. Don't really know what its function is because I don't really get that vibe from pictures or blueprints or anything like that. I did do the best I could to match it a little bit with size. The best I could, anyways. I don't know how good it is. It's, it's Minecraft. It's hard to replicate stuff exactly, but I think I did a pretty good job overall. But yeah, we are going to now take that andesite and some of the stone that we've got and craft up some stairs and start doing some rafters up in the top of this. And that is how it's looking with the rafters put in right here. One thing to be noted is that this tower thing that's up in the middle over there is not going to be our official entrance. It's going to be probably a secondary entrance. But as you can see by this picture, the entrance of the Geisel Library is actually kind of like in this area right here. So we are going to take out this entire mountain, or this small hill rather, probably in the next episode, and create the entrance for this. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that we do that, and mostly I'm saying hopefully because the main project that we're going to be doing for the next episode will be the villager trading hall inside of the library. So pretty cool, and I am pretty pleased of how the rafters turned out. If you're wondering how we've got them like that, it's because we put 2 stairs like so. And then we've got a slab on either side. Stairs go back to back, and then you know the drill. So that we get these nice 1-block spaces right between all of the rafters. Also, guys, if you can't tell, this creeper farm is going to be leaving at some point. Probably not anytime in the real near future, because I do need to still use it to get my gunpowder. But yeah, I do plan on making a perimeter at some point, and I want to stick a creeper farm down low in the ground. And right now we are in the design world where I initially built up this this library. And right here I have a quick question for you guys. Do you think that we should keep the quartz rafters? This is actually a little bit more traditional with the actual structure in real life, or should we add a little bit of texture by doing the stone and andesite mix like I did in the survival world? Let me know with a comment down below if you don't mind. So guys, with that, let's go ahead and get to the comment of the day. Right here it reads, "Nice vid, I love your videos and the fact that you also give your world download." That's right, in the description, there should be a world download. I really try to get one in pretty much every video. Shout at me if it's not there. And I love the view of the library from here. I can't wait till we get it all constructed and all lit up and stuff like that. With all of my redstone contraptions, I plan on cramming somewhere in there. But yeah, let's take a look. This is what actually the library is being constructed for, because as you can see, we are already starting to accumulate quite a lot of episode comments. Every single episode is going to have one, and I plan on keeping this series running for a very long time indeed. In fact, it's my favorite thing to record on my YouTube channel. So, shout out to you if you happen to be watching this and are still watching this. That's the end. I hope you found this video enjoyable. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button on the way out. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.